Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the 5 things you need to consider before moving to California. And let's get into it right now. Number 1 is to understand the cost of living differences. So if you live back east and you're looking at prices in California, or if you live in the South, pretty much anywhere in the United States other than New York City, if you look at the prices of homes in California, you're going to be shocked. But when you live in California and you work in California, you're going to make a lot more money than you do living in other places. And, you know, it's not that big a deal. We have, people that wash dishes. We have, waiters and waitresses. We have all the same things that you guys have in other parts of the country. They just make more money out here. So cost of living goes along with, your salary. You're going to make more money, but you're also going to spend more money. But if you look at it, the price for like goods in, say, South Carolina or, Montana, you're going to buy a car. It's going to cost you, let's say the car is $20,000 or $30,000. It's going to be $30,000 in California as well. The taxes on the car are going to be a little bit higher, but in a nutshell, you're going to be able to drive a nicer car because you're going to make more money, and you're going to have, a better quality of life, as far as like the weather and things to do in California than in a lot of places in the country. Don't get, all wrapped around the axle on that, but the quality of life in California is pretty awesome. Great weather in Southern California, especially. You're close to the beaches, you're close to the mountains if you want to go, skiing, and there's just plenty of things to do out here. So, one of the things you definitely want to consider is the cost of living. Number 2 is you're going to want to choose the right neighborhood. It's like, walking through a minefield sometimes. You got to know where to step. If you have questions about different neighborhoods, different places to live, reach out to me, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, put a comment in the comments below. Some of the neighborhoods are going to be lower crime rate than others. You're going to want to run, crime statistics on different cities that you're thinking about moving to. Overall, California's a pretty safe place to live. In the major cities, yes, there is there are homeless issues, there are crime issues, just like anywhere else you go. But don't believe the hype you see on the news. If you definitely want to research the neighborhood, so find you a real estate agent that understands the area that you're moving into and can help guide you into a safe neighborhood. Now, with that being said, going back to the last point about the cost of living, the more expensive the neighborhood, normally the safer the neighborhood. So if you're moving into, give you an example, into Long Beach, and you're living in a $2.5 million, $3 million home, you're probably in a really good area. If you're finding a place in Long Beach for $400,000, more than likely it's going to have a higher crime rate, but not necessarily. So just, keep that in mind, do some research on the neighborhood, find you a realtor that understands the neighborhood. And again, if you need help finding a realtor, or if you're moving into Southern California and you want me to help you out, just reach out to me and I'd be happy to do it. Number 3 is you want to prepare for the traffic. Southern California especially is notorious for heavy traffic. Don't understand why. Going back to point number 1, our vehicle taxes, our gas taxes are really high. Don't understand why we have a problem with traffic, but they're always working on the road system. It seems like, they finish one section of road, they start another one. Traffic is around rush hour, especially in like Los Angeles, San Diego, over in Riverside County, Riverside area, traffic's going to be a nightmare. Wish I could figure out, a way around it. You just have to plan your trips out. try to go a little earlier, or not drive at all during traffic hour. But, traffic's a bear. Look it up. Most of these pros and cons videos you're going to see on YouTube about living in Southern California, the con is always going to be the traffic. So there's something to it. Can I get around? It's not like you jump on the road and you don't ever want to go anywhere. During off-peak hours, traffic's not a problem usually. You just roll right through. But during like rush hour, forget about it. Just, take your time, or plan on being on the road for a long time. Number 4 is you're going to want to get familiar with the regulations. So if you're moving to California, they have different regulations for, building a home, or, if you're going to buy a new home. A lot of the new homes, matter of fact, all the new homes are required to have solar on them now. If we have pretty open, a lot of the cities have lifted the ban on creating ADUs. There was a time when you couldn't create a accessory dwelling unit on the back of your house. Now it's pretty lenient because of the housing shortage in California. I checked, basically from last year to this year, we've got about half the homes or less on the market than there were last year. So you want to look at the regulations, see what you can and cannot do. Regulations on, owning a firearm in California or transferring your firearm to California. I do have a video on that. If you search on my channel, there's different regulations. We are right now in several court cases to lift some of or to give some relief to some of the laws about firearm ownership in Southern California, or in California in general. So it's like a moving target. They California lawmakers seem to want to make as many laws as they can, and don't understand it, but they go against some of our rights that we have as U.S. citizens. And it's a real thing. But if you have questions about that, again, reach out. I'd love to chat with you. Kind of give you my idea on things, or just Google it. So, regulations, if you're looking to do certain things in California, you're definitely going to want to check and see if you're allowed to do that. Real quick, if this is your first time to the channel, subscribe and tap the notification bell so that you'll be the first to know about the real estate market in Southern California. My name is Steve Batiste, and I'm the broker owner of Next Home West Realty, and we get calls, emails, and texts every single day from people just like you looking to make their move into Southern California. So if that's you, don't be shy. Give me a call, send me a text, or shoot me an email. I'd love to help you make a smooth transition into the area. One of the other things that, in certain cities, they don't allow for you to do like Airbnbs or short-term rentals. So if you're looking to buy a property, you want to check with a local real estate agent and the city to find out if you're trying to buy a property to do an Airbnb, you're going to want to make sure that that property allows for it too. So, some properties won't allow you to build some counties or cities won't allow you to build a business or like a dog training facility or things like that on the property in certain areas. So just keep that in mind. Just always do your homework. Find a realtor that can help you, with that homework as well. Get you in the right direction. If you need help finding a realtor, call me up. Number 5 is you want to embrace the outdoor lifestyle. California has so much to do. Southern California, people travel from around the world to go on vacation here, which should tell you something. But I don't care what you're into, what you like to do, 100% you can find it in California, in Southern California in particular. There's always something to do. There's museums, there's the beaches, there's hiking, there's skiing, there's snow skiing, water skiing, boating. You can go out to the desert, ride your dune buggies in the desert. Always something to do. So just embrace that lifestyle. And if you're looking for a place where you'll never run out of things to do, come on out. We're ready for you. So if you guys need anything, just shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. I'd love to help you make a smooth transition into the area. And until next time, thanks for watching.